Good evening, Drew.
Ooh, your voice changed there a little bit. I kind of like that.
I kind of sat up and took the microphone with me. I was slouching real good. I realized. So yeah.
Oh man, a good slouch. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
my posture is terrible. Friend of the show, Eric Darling,
Mm-hmm.
has a little placard on his monitor that just says posture. And I
Oh.
respect that because it reminds him to sit up nice and be a good sitter upper nicer.
A good sitter upper nicer.
Good sitter upper nicer. I saw that and I was like, that's a really good idea. I should do that, says the guy who has a wooden chair that barely like reclines, and yet somehow I managed to sit on it in the worst way possible.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, how we doing, buddy?
Good. It's hockey season again.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Are the Blue Jackets any good?
I mean, today's their first game. They're down 2-1. I don't know. We'll see. This is the season of Paul records podcast by watching hockey. So, but I must say, it is much nicer on my 6K monitor. I have so much room.
Oh, so much room for activities. Isn't Mike Babcock still around?
No, he was our head coach for a hot second and then got fired.
Yeah. He's problematic, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And turns out he got fired for being problematic. So
yeah, he did. I remember we talked about this and like we were having like a hockey adjacent discussion and that came up and everybody didn't talk for a couple seconds. And then turns out he's not a nice guy.
No, turns out.
So what did he do exactly? He like reached out to players when he shouldn't have or something?
No, I guess he demanded to have like
fealty.
No, he made the players give him their phones so he could look at pictures.
Oh. That's perfectly normal human behavior.
I mean, it's one thing to be asked to be shown someone's like, hey, show me some pictures. It's another thing to say, give me your phone. I guess the younger players were like, what the living fuck?
Yeah.
And the Players Association got involved, and they were also like, what the living fuck? And then, yeah. And then I'm sure money changed hands and he's no longer our coach.
Yeah. Who's the coach now?
Pascal Vincent.
Pascal Vincent, named after the famous programming language Vincent.
Yeah, exactly. He was an associate coach last year. He's been a head coach in the American Hockey League. We'll see if see how he does. He got the call. I think he's been coach of the Blue Jackets for like literally under a month. So we'll see.
Nice.
We'll see.
Nice. All right. New topics tonight. I am happy to announce for everybody who has been trying to reach me via actual telephone that I have voicemail again.
Okay. So where did it go?
All right. Well, we talked about this like really briefly one time where it's like, I feel like people can't leave me voicemails. And I'm not saying a lot of people call me. I am not popular, but there are people who do call me.
Mm-hmm.
And a few weeks ago, I was traveling somewhere and my wonderful lady friend called me.
Okay.
And I couldn't pick up right away for whatever reason. And then she texted me, oh, I know what it was. I was actually traveling and it was like bedtime. And she likes to leave me a little bedtime message. Or that didn't sound right. Bedtime message. And she texted me and said, I tried to leave you a voicemail, but it said you weren't available. And I'm like, okay. I didn't really think anything of it. But I had a series of appointments at the house over the past couple of weeks, like irrigation, winterization. I had hired somebody to come out and aerate my yard and everything. And, those businesses are there. More and more people seem to be conducting business over text message, but a lot of people still require like a phone call. So I wasn't getting any messages. So, and I really don't know when this started. It's just that I just haven't gotten any voicemails. Like when I was looking at my voicemail on my phone, like my oldest voicemail was from like 2 years ago. And I was just like, how come I don't get voicemail anymore?
That's suspicious.
So I conducted an investigation. I made sure that like my phone didn't have like call forwarding set up. And I made sure that like do not disturb wasn't fucking me over somehow. But no, I wasn't getting voicemail. So it occurred to me that I had a way to test this because I have multiple phone lines.
You do, yeah. In fact, yes.
I was like, what if I call this phone from the other phone and don't answer? Mm-hmm. And I'm ashamed that I didn't test this 2 years ago. So called my phone, ring a ding ding, phone rings, everything's good, and then it gives you the the number you have dialed is unavailable. But that's a lie because my phone was ringing. I could have picked up the phone and had a conversation with myself. It was clearly working, but it wasn't going to voicemail. So I said, I probably need to call an expert on this one. So I called AT&T and I said, voicemail no work. And they said, what kind of phone do you have? And I said, I have, an iPhone. And they're like, did you click on the voicemail button? And I didn't really say anything right away. And I said, well, what else you got? And
try again.
Yeah. What else you got? So he's like, he was a nice guy, right? I wasn't trying to be like a total snark monster with him, but he was doing his best, and as we all are. And he was kind of poking through my account, and he goes, it looks like they didn't put voicemail on your line. And I was like, I don't know how. Are there people who don't have voicemail on their line? Because that implies that people don't get voicemail. And I've never seen a cell phone plan that has ever given you the option of not having voicemail.
Yeah, how's that even an option?
Yeah. He goes, well, I'm gonna put it back on your account. And he goes, what I need you to do is turn off your phone. And I said, but I'm talking to you on the phone. And he goes, well, when I click this button, it's gonna hang us up. And I was like, okay. He's like, so I'll call you back in 2 minutes. Try to access your voicemail. And I was like, okay. So he clicked the button, and then it gave me the do phone disconnected. And I went to go into my visual voicemail. Nothing seemed any different. And I tried to call my number, and I got the same thing. So I said, okay, well, hopefully this guy calls me back, and I just wasn't an easy ticket close exercise for him.
Yeah, I'm not going to call this guy back.
Yeah, right? Sucker. So, but sure as shit, he called me back, and he's like, did it work? And I said, well, I wasn't really sure how I was supposed to test that, but I called my number from my other line, and I still get that message. And he goes, well, can you do a 3-way call? And I was like, with who? And he goes, what I want you to do is put me on hold and add a line, right? Add a number or add a conversation, whatever the button is on the iPhone. It's a thing when you're on the phone with somebody. And he goes, I just want you to hold down the number 1 and then merge the calls. I was like, hold down the number, sir, this phone doesn't have buttons. I can't hold anything down. And he goes, all you do is just keep your finger on the 1. I was like, I get it, but okay. So I did that. And sure as shit, I learned something that is actually how you access voicemail from your phone, is if you go to your keypad and just hold down the number 1.
Oh, okay.
At least on AT&T. I mean, I would assume it's that way on all phones. I don't know if you want to confirm or deny that.
Not really, no.
Okay. So I did that, and sure enough, the iPhone, a little toast notification flies in from the bottom, and then it says, please wait. It's got the little spinny, please wait icon, and then it just says, unknown error occurred, please try again. And I was like, okay, well, I can follow directions. So and then it just says call failed, because it was obviously, the phone is obviously trying to call something, but it must be communicating like a robot instead of a human and calling a phone number. I don't know how this works. So I got back on the phone and I said, well, I tried this, and here's the error message I got. And he said, well, let's do this experiment again where I hang you up and reset it, and then you try that again. And I was like, okay. So we did that, and he hung me up. I waited a couple minutes and he goes, "Oh, by the way," before he hung up, he's like, "I want you to turn off your phone this time and like wait a minute and then turn your phone back on." Okay, so he's giving me the tried and true, like, turn it off and turn it back on again. Like, I see what you're doing here, buddy. Game recognized game. Been there. So I did that and turned my phone back on. Held the number 1. Little thing pops up at the bottom. Spinny spin spin. Unknown error occurred. Please try again. So I wait. Guy calls me back. I explain the situation. And he goes, "Well, I've sort of reached the end of my troubleshooting. I'm going to have to escalate this to like level 2 or whatever, technical support." And I was like, I had so many things I wanted to do today, and now I have to do this. So they transferred me over, and the guy dug into my account a little bit. He checked a couple settings, and he's like, "Oh, your line doesn't have voicemail on it." And I was like,
deja vu. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, "Well, that's what that guy said," and he said he added it back. He was, he didn't add it right. So I'm gonna have to like add this to your phone. It's gonna disconnect us. Then I need you to turn your phone off and turn it back on again. And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm stuck in an infinite loop."
Okay, yeah. Like how many different ways is there to add voicemail to an account? I'm fascinated. Okay, anywho, so you did it again.
Yeah. Did it again.
And
held down the number 1, and same thing. Little thing pops up. Unknown error occurred. Please try again. Only this time, when I go to my voicemail on my phone, all my voicemail's gone. All my saved voicemails of people that I don't have a way to talk to anymore. So I was not super happy about that, and I relayed that to my customer service representative, and he was like, "Well,
tough shit."
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
So he goes, "I need to look into a couple more things." And this was like 2:30 in the afternoon. And I'm like, "Look, I have a meeting that's going to go till like 3. Can you call me back at 3?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Are you going to be using your phone for that?" And I said, "No, I have a computer. I'm going to be using like, Zoom or Teams or some just shitty conference software." But he goes, "Okay." He goes, "What I want you to do is this. Just turn your phone off and leave it off for the next like half hour." And I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "At 3:00, turn your phone back on. Try it again. Like, try the number 1 thing. I'm going to call you back at 3:05. And you let me know what happens." And I was like, "Okay." So set the phone. I turned the phone off. I attended my meeting, and it was like 3:02, right? I get off the meeting. It's like 3:02. And like, I even forget my phone's off. Like, right. I have like a million other things that I'm working on. Like, 3:05 goes by, 3:10, and I'm like, I feel like this guy was supposed to call me back. 4:20 p.m. I was like, uh-oh. Yeah, I was like, uh-oh. I think I forgot to turn my phone
on. Shit.
So I turned my phone on. There's no voicemails.
Okay.
But I turn my phone back on and I hold down the number 1 and it's like, "Please finish setting up your visual voicemail."
So it worked.
Something worked. So I had to like re-record my greeting and everything. But now when people call me, if you're the kind of person who does call people on the telephone, my voicemail's working again.
Hey.
And at 4:37, he called me and he's like, "Hey, I've been trying to reach you." And I said, "My phone never rang." Couldn't be my fault. And he goes, "Well, okay," but he goes, have you had a chance to try your voicemail?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "So what did you do?" I said, "Well, I hold down the number 1, and this time when it popped up, it actually had me like set a passcode and like record a greeting." And he goes, "Okay." He goes, "Do you mind if I try it real quick?" And I'm like, "No." He goes, "Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna hang up. I'm gonna call you, let it ring. It's gonna go to voicemail. I want to record it, and then you're gonna play it back for me." And I'm like, "Okay." So that's what we did. And long story short, I have voicemail again. Hey. So here's what we think happened.
Okay.
We think that when I went through my horrendous AT&T upgrade, when I got my phone like a year ago or whatever, that's apparently when it stopped working because I had to switch plans and apparently like maybe a radio button got checked. I don't know. It's all JavaScript that I'm sure that they're using. Probably like my voicemail was like NAN or something. Like somehow voicemail was not on my line. So these guys had to like completely re-add it. So that's the story of my voicemail. And I have voicemail again.
Yay. That's
Man, what a journey,
that's
huh?
a good story. That's
a good story.
That is quite the journey.
It is quite the journey, but it's just so wild that like I don't know like how many people would have tried to leave me a voicemail.
Okay.
Right?
So you just open up the phone app and you push and hold 1 on the keypad?
Push and hold 1 and let me know what happens. Okay. Went the voicemail, didn't it?
I don't know what my password is.
You don't wait. It asks you for a password. Mine just immediately goes in and says you have no new voice messages.
I do have like a voicemail from September, so I'm pretty sure mine works. I had no idea.
I couldn't even get that far. Yeah. Like the whole thing would pop up and say please wait, and then it would say unknown error code, try again later, or try again or whatever. So like clearly like my phone was trying to communicate with something that just didn't exist.
I had no idea that pushing and holding 1 would do that. I mean, I'm just so used to I'm so used to the voicemail tab on my phone.
Sure. But that actually dials your voicemail box. I think that like when you go into your phone and then you touch the voicemail thing, like I think it's like communicating somehow.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
But if you're the kind of person who immediately wants to get into their voicemail box, like you can do that.
Huh.
Which is so I learned that. I learned that is a way to check your voicemail is just press and hold number 1 on the keypad, which I didn't even think you could do. Right?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. And if there's anything that was really interesting about the whole interaction, it was that. Okay. Voicemail things aside, we talked a little bit about this last week. I am not completely done playing through Phantom Liberty, but I am 100% gay balls for Idris Elba's character.
It's good, isn't it?
It's really good. It's really, really, really good. I really like this. DLC. Or whatever we're supposed to call it.
Yeah, expansion. Yeah, DLC.
I read somewhere that they spent like an ungodly amount of money on this, and it shows.
It's good. Yeah. I'm enjoying just all of Cyberpunk. I enjoyed the main Phantom Liberty storyline. I'm doing some of the side quests and gigs there. I'm doing some main quest stuff. I'm just living it up. I'm living it up.
All right. So we're going to have a spoiler-free discussion for my benefit because I haven't finished it yet.
Okay.
But from what I understand is that if I play through this expansion, I can like quote unquote finish the game and get a different ending for my character, right?
Yes. So depending on the choices you pick, and there's many ways to not get this ending from what I understand. Depending on the choices you pick, you get a new mission, which is essentially a totally new. It's not like you do the same ending, you like the same things and get a different ending. No, it's completely different. And you end the game that way. I have not done that. It's sitting in my queue to do because I'm doing other shit. But
will it be obvious?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I have gotten every other ending in this game already.
Okay.
Like when I played through it the first time, like I saved right before the last mission, and there's like a couple different ways it can play out in that mission, and then also there's like other side missions that can influence the ending. So like as far as endings go, I'm pretty sure I have seen every possible ending.
Now, what I am curious about is I'm not sure whether I'm going to replay it or watch a video, but apparently, like, there's a key moment in Phantom Liberty, and like, depending on what you pick, you have a different game. Like, it's just completely different. Like really? not just like a little bit different, but a lot bit different. So
like the whole campaign plays out differently.
Yeah, like the second half is just different. Yeah.
Oh. That's interesting.
Yep.
I did create a save right before I went to Dogtown.
Okay.
So I have a save game like there. I don't know like how far that happens or if it's even obvious. It's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. But Idris Elba's character is super cool. And they made it look like him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
they made it look like him.
He's really good. I enjoy the story and the characters involved, and Yeah.
I could take or leave Songbird.
Well, I mean, I believe that is the point.
Okay, well, that's fair.
Okay, so without spoiling it, how far are you? Okay, let me ask you this question. Casino? Question mark?
Yes.
Okay.
How far am I? I just started that.
Okay, you just started that. You're probably about halfway. Yeah.
Okay, that's good value for money. I mean, I've done a lot of things so far, and there's more to come.
Dude,
I feel good
if
about
you
that.
just started that, I honestly think like, and it's funny because like, you know, the game is obviously first person. You expect bang bang shooty up, and a lot of Phantom Liberty is not bang bang shooty up. It's talking, and I think that the casino scene is done just it is so good because like all these like little things just happen, and then like literally there's a point where like I'm literally holding my controller going, oh shit, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Yeah, I am playing just a horrible bitch of a character. I have been mean to everybody. I have fucked over every character. Like, I remember, so there's some like there's a mission in every playthrough I've done the same, and it's the one where you have to get into the street fights.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And there's one part where like you beat up this guy, and you have an option to like take his car and his money, but like he's got a baby mama, and I always feel bad. And I'm like, you know what? Keep the car, because the car is ugly as shit, and I don't want it. But this time I took it. Like I didn't even hesitate.
Good for
like
you.
I fucked over the Voodoo Boys, which I had never done in a playthrough before.
Oh, I hate those guys. I hate them so much.
I know. I totally did a collab with Netwatch. They didn't like that. I had never done that in any other playthroughs, but I am like purposely going out of my way. Like I am completely fucking over Johnny. Like I do not care.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get along more with Johnny this time, because I was just so mad the first time I played it at the everything that I think I took it out on Johnny, and I'm really me and Johnny we're buds now. We're getting along. He's offering advice, and I mean we're best friends, I think.
Anytime he gives me the option to just take medicine to get rid of him, I do that. I don't even listen to him anymore. And I do like the opposite of what he says.
Dude, me and Johnny are best friends this time. We're getting along. We're you know, a happy couple.
Yeah, you guys are literally tied at the hip.
And I romanced Judy this time, which is a first for me. So,
you're playing a female.
Yeah, I did everything different this time. Everything.
Yeah, I played a male the first time through. I played a female the second time through. I'm playing a female this time, but I could take or leave Judy. She's kind of whiny. But my celebrity crush in that game, other than Idris Elba, is the cop.
Oh, I don't see. I'm doing his like the tail end of his quest now.
I'll do the tail end of him,
and I do not like him. I don't like him at all. I've never liked him. No, I do not like him. I do not like his family. I do not like his niece and nephew. Aww. They all can just go away.
Okay. I stand for that guy. He can get it. He can fucking get it.
It's kind of fun. Like I'm playing a Netrunner, so like I'm like level 53 at this point, I think, or something. Which I think the cap is 60 with Phantom Liberty. So I have like an intelligence 20, and it's amazing how much like little things you can just skip it. Like no, I'll just hack into this right now.
So I'm playing a complete melee character. And when I say melee character, like I am literally just using my fist.
Gorilla, like do you have like gorilla arms?
No,
not even cyberware.
I have cyberware, but I don't have gorilla arms because I don't want my damage to be lethal.
Oh, okay.
So I am playing like a fist character, and like with the reworking of the skill trees and everything, and like the finishers you can get with the melee weapons, like that's really cool. And you know, my body is 20, so like I just have all these points and all these defensive skills, and like fury mode and berserk mode and just running at people and then double jumping up in the air and doing the ground pound with my fists. Like, it's combat is very easy now. It was not so easy at the beginning, but now that I'm like high enough level, like I just run around and punch stuff. And like that boxing, like, and I don't know if this is a change that they did with the 2.0 update, or maybe it was an update before this, but melee combat's completely different now. Like, I remember the first time I did that quest where you have to do the street fights, like it was really hard. Like, the only way I was able to do it was with gorilla arms. But now the melee combat system, like I fought Razor or whatever his name is in Pacifica, like the championship bout, and like I just fought him, and like I don't think he like punched me more than twice, and it didn't take my health down. Like, I just blocked, parried, did the jump up. I used my time slowy thing, danced around him a little bit, punched him in the tummy. Like, it was a much different experience for the better, but it was way different.
Yeah, so my tactic generally is be real sneaky, get up to a group of enemies, drop the cyber psychosis quick hack,
and sit back.
Just sit back. So like the trace time is so long, and if I have enough RAM, as long as it's like the Netrunner, I can do sonic shock then cyber psychosis, so it's untraceable. And
nice.
And you just sit there and go.
I will say that is not something, like, net running is not something I've done in that game, because when you pick some of the cyberware, like the thing that makes you slow down, the Kresnikov or whatever, you can't do quick hacks. You can't do cyberware. There's a mod for that though. Like, you can get a mod downloaded to let you do both, but fuck that. If I do play it again, I probably will go that route, just because I really haven't done it.
It's a different style, because it's literally like, I especially love those drops in Dogtown, where they drop the gear, and like, have you done any of those yet?
I think I've done one.
Yeah, it's fun because they just keep coming, and there's usually good loot in there. But it's so easy because I just kind of sneak up and I go, which of these guys looks the biggest? Now I was gonna kill all the other guys, and there's like 4 guys left, and it's just Contagion, Smart Gun, dead. All right, we got this. Yeah.
Yeah, I normally go fists, but I also have like a baseball bat, and I go nuts. Like, I double jump onto a roof, I look for a cluster of enemies, I double jump up into the air, and I've got the skill that, like, when you do the ground pound, the damage is based on how far you fall. So like, I fall like 3 or 4 stories, pound the ground, and immediately kills like 3 of them or incapacitates them. I also have the ability to where, like, if I hit them enough, I get 2 finisher options. I can either do like the finishing animation where like you punch them or hit them with a bat or whatever, or I can pick somebody up and throw them at each other.
Wow.
Yeah, like you can like just straight up ragdoll somebody, and it kills them both. Like, it's like a guaranteed kill unless it's a boss. It's awesome. Yeah, that to me has been the most fun. It's just kind of like exploring the melee differences, but. I'm hoping to have the story wrapped up this weekend, and then we'll come back and maybe have a final cut of it. You've beaten it. You've completed
the main
right?
storyline. Yeah.
Of Phantom Liberty. Yeah. Okay, but you haven't gotten the ending yet, though.
No, it's just sitting there because I don't want to. I mean, I guess I could do it and just like reload my save. I'm just kind of waiting. I'm just like, I'm not done playing. There's yellow and blue.
There's all sorts of stuff to do.
There's yellow and blue stuff all over my map, and I just show up and I'm like, I don't remember this. And
I'm assuming that the achievements are the same.
I think so. Yeah.
So like, I have like the achievements for doing all of the sectors before.
Okay. Yeah. I don't
like.
Yeah. All the gigs in a district.
Yeah. Judy's. Yeah. I'm looking here. Brett, collect all the items belonging to John or Silverhand. Yeah, complete all the gigs at NCPD Scanner, Hustles, in Westbrook. Yeah, I've got all those. Like, I don't have the one for Dogtown yet, if there is one, but yeah, I did all that when the game was out. All right, you have a topic here. What am I looking at?
Yeah, so my hipster browser that I use, Arc.
Oh no,
Arc. They added a. Right now it's free. They're not sure what they're going to do with it. It was kind of just an experiment. It's called Arc Max, and it's adding AI into your browser. And I am here to tell you that I am here for most of the features in ArcMax. So,
okay, sell me on this, because I'm already like diametrically opposed to your hipster browser.
Okay. So I'll go through each of the features and I'll tell you what I feel about them. Okay. The first is called Ask on Page. So what you can do if you hit Command F in your browser, it kind of defaults to find, right? Find anything on the page. But if you start asking it a question or it's something that it can't find, it starts feeding it into, I don't know, some AI. And you can basically ask questions about things on your webpage. And what's really cool about it is when you do that, it actually shows you like what part of the page that it's getting that from. So you can make sure that like it's not hallucinating. And it's cute. It's cute. Now,
well, okay, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So you ask a question and it analyzes the page that you're on and gives you an answer.
Yes.
So if I'm on a page, so the example here is it asks like, what are whatever. Let's just say chalupas, because I can't say that word. What are chalupas? It analyzes the page and gives you an answer from that page.
Yes, exactly.
But what if I ask it a question that is not on that page?
I don't think it's gonna work. Now there is a just ask ChatGPT built into the command bar, right? So I can hit command and I can say ChatGPT, right? Or how do I do that? Command T, start typing ChatGPT. Yep, now I see ask ChatGPT. Yep, tab. How big is buffalo? I spelled that wrong too. That's awesome. Yeah, and it gets sent your. Oh, I have to be logged in the ChatGPT for that to work. Okay.
Okay, so it uses your key, not theirs. Interesting. Okay.
Now, the feature that I love the most is called 5-second previews.
5-second preview.
Okay, so what you do if you're looking at a link, like you do a quick Google search, and you're like, I don't know if it's worth looking at this page or not. You just hold Shift and you hover over the hyperlink, and what it does is it sends the page through, I don't know, some AI, and it starts giving you a summary of the page, and like in kind of like a little tooltip. It is interesting. It is. It's wonderful. It's perfect. It's my favorite thing in the world. I would, if they make this paid, I would pay for this feature alone. It
saves you a click, basically.
Yeah, and it's just so good. It gives you a nice little summary, and then you're like, okay, yeah, I'll go see that, and boom, you're done. We talked about Ask ChatGPT. Tidy tab titles. It uses AI to give your tabs smart names. I don't care, whatever. Another feature I do kind of like is what they call tiny downloads. So if you download something, what it will do is instead of leaving the file to be whatever download name was, go from the server, it kind of looks at the context of the page and renames it something smarter. I found generally it does a really good job of this, and I'm going to leave that turned on. But yeah, AI in my browser.
I like that because a lot of the things that I download on a daily basis do have like ponderous names.
Yeah. I mean, the example they have on the page is like, you're downloading this PDF and it's clearly a GUID. It's just some GUID.pdf. Yep. And it's like, no, this is your flight confirmation.pdf.
My internet bill that I download every month to submit for reimbursement. Yeah. I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
like form.webm or whatever, and it's just like, a PDF. But okay, all right. Of all the things that you said, I think that is probably the one I think is the coolest.
Yeah, I love 5-second previews. It's so good.
So are you on that webpage right now?
I am. Yes.
Is there a little button in the upper right hand part of your screen?
It says download.
No.
No.
Mine says something
What
different.
does yours say?
Join the Windows waitlist.
Oh, because it's not for Windows yet. Yes,
Yeah.
you're on Windows. You're on Windows. They don't have a Windows version yet.
Coming to Windows winter 2023. So Arc on Windows.
The browser's made by a company called the Browser Company. They're definitely a startup that's not making any money. But it is very interesting because they're constantly pushing out new updates. When they have updates, usually either they have like a summary page of all the new changes, or more often than not, they have like a little YouTube video where like the CEO comes on and talks about things and where they're at and where they're going. And it's actually kind of cool because like when they do the videos, he actually like names the people that worked on it by name, and then they show little like thumbnails of like their faces. Which I think that's got to be just a cool little thing. Like the CEO's doing the video, but he's giving all the people that did the work credit. It's just kind of cute. It's kind of cute. Now at some point they're gonna run out of money, and they're gonna have to figure that shit out. But again, I would, if they made Arc Max a paid feature, I'd go, yeah, okay, yeah, $5 a month for that. I'd pay that. Yeah. I'd give them money in exchange for 5-second previews and tidy downloads.
Yeah, but like it was using your Chat GPT key though.
Well, only for the Ask Chat GPT thing. I haven't had to sign anything else for any of the other features.
Okay.
So yeah.
So that's using their compute somewhere.
Yes.
And you got to pay their cloud bill.
Yeah. In fact, like I was watching, they released a new version today, and they were talking about which features were the most popular across the board. And it is the 5-second preview. He's like, of course, y'all like the most expensive one. That's okay.
He's saying a lot with that. Join Windows waitlist. Do I want to do this?
I mean, it's not for everybody, right?
Definitely not for everybody.
The tabs, along the side and the spaces, but like, dude, it is so nice just to be able to hit Command T and just like type, and if it's a bookmark, it comes up. If it's a site that I've visited recently, I can see it there. I can do Google search. I can move things to new windows all from the keyboard. Like I am.
You're in, aren't you?
I'm all in. I'm all in. Like I don't even have Safari on my dock anymore. It's gone. It's gone.
Whoa.
It is only Arc.
I'm already the weirdo where I work because I use Safari. Almost everybody uses Chrome.
Yeah.
I get the side eye for having Edge installed.
On my work computer, I still have Edge installed, but I use like Edge like on my Windows VDI and things like that. But I'm Arc, baby. Arc.
Wow.
I love the Arc.
Well, I'm really happy you found each other. I feel like this was sort of made for you.
I didn't realize my brain worked like this, but like I used to like hate having to like just give me a native app. I want a native app. And now I'm like, I love Arc. It's great.
Yeah.
I love Arc. I wonder if they should sell merch. I'd buy an Arc t-shirt.
Do they sell? I mean, it is almost Christmas season.
No, there is no way to give this company money right now. Which always no, there's nothing. There's no way. Like,
so if you go to the browser.company,
mm-hmm.
Get Arc, privacy policy. Hi there. Support. Please send us a note. We're always grateful for new perspectives. Our team should call Arc values. You can't give them money.
No. So that's always concerning for me because like I like this company, but
what happens if it stops working one day?
Yeah, I'm gonna be very sad. Is what I'm gonna be. It's gonna be a sad day for Paul. Like I at some point, like that has to be a focus, right? Like I know they've talked about, like an Arc Pro or like Arc for teams where you could like sync stuff in between your team, like, if you're at work. And I'm not interested in that, but like I would pay for the AI features. Like, sure, why not? Yeah.
It's I tried. I lasted like 5 minutes, and I'm like,
oh, it's so different. It is so different than.
I mean, for me, in my particular workflow, my goal is to get onto a web page, minimal muss and fuss, and just go.
Yeah.
And I'm just predisposed to having my address bar in a place. Like I even bounced hard off of vertical tabs when everybody was like going nuts for vertical tabs. I couldn't even do that. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do have an address bar, but it doesn't look like an address bar. Like I don't know. I like it. It's good. I like it. It's good. It's good.
They need they need an engineering manager.
Do they now?
Yeah. Product engineering, infrastructure engineering.
I don't think I could work for a place that's not taking in any revenue at all.
Oh, love of the game, Paul. Love of the game.
Like I know they're getting like investors and stuff, but like I don't know, for Paul to feel comfortable at a place, you have to be at least like earning some money, taking some money in.
Yeah, I mean we're of an age where that's a concern.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, speaking of, my property taxes just went up. Super happy about that.
Yeah. I mean, I bet you Dublin's on top of that shit too.
Well, it's interesting because Dublin is made up of 3 counties. So we are Union, Franklin, and Delaware County. And I am right over the line in Delaware County. And I received a very nice letter from the Delaware County auditor that it was time for property reassessments. And surprise, everybody's houses values went up.
Yeah, surprise.
Yeah. Due to unprecedented times that we live in. Yeah, so what does that mean for me? Well, I mean, my property tax is going up, obviously, because your property tax is based on like your appraised value, like there's millage and like all that stuff that's like super complex.
It basically means you have less money now.
Yeah. It's gonna be up to like my mortgage lender to figure out like how much my mortgage payment needs to go up to account for like having enough money to pay my property taxes and all that stuff. But the other thing where it's gonna bite me is my homeowners association's dues are also based off your appraised value.
Oh, really?
Yes. So there's a millage calculation there. And I mean, that's going to go up too. And that could be a pretty substantial gain, I think. So I'm not looking forward to what that calculation is going to be for 2024. So yeah. Being an adult kind of sucks sometimes.
It does. Yeah. Responsibilities and shit.
Yep. This is normally the time where we would be done with the show.
Okay.
But it happened again, Paul.
What happened?
It happened again.
Okay.
What do I always forget about?
Oh shit! Did you get? Oh, did you get something in the mail?
Something's arriving in the mail tomorrow. I literally received a shipping notification. I had to go on mute because I was laughing so hard.
I haven't got my. I bought this. I bought this. Yeah.
All right. So what are we looking at?
This is the backer kit from the Kickstarter. Or it was just backer kit, right? Yeah. This was the Return to Dark Tower second printing and new Covenant expansion. Yeah.
So we have played Return to Dark Tower. It's very fun.
I bought this. I bought this while sitting in your living room after playing this game.
Twice. Yeah, it's actually really fun. It's a very, very fun little game.
It is.
They announced an expansion. I bought it because everybody that I have gotten to the table to play this likes it. The app integration is super like unobtrusive and easy to use. So I said, more of this game? Absolutely. And interestingly enough, it raised $2 million This particular backer kit, I mean, the goal was to get to 400,000, which I guess is like the make or break for them to actually make it. They made 2 million. People really like it. I really like it. Paul really likes it. So I ordered the expansion. Again, completely forgot about it. And it's on its way. Apparently it'll be here tomorrow. So we're going to have to get together and play. Because it looks like there's a bunch of new heroes, which is going to be fun.
I'm down, just not this week.
Yeah, I know. We'll have to try to coordinate. But I don't remember what I ordered with the expansion, because there's all kinds of shit I could have bought. Did I get card sleeves?
I don't remember what I bought. I'm sure it was whatever. Which one costs the most? That gets me one of them. That one, please.
Fulfillment status. Your payment is processed.
How do I log into Backer Kit? Here we go. I don't have.
This was back a year ago. 9/21.
Okay. Your pledges and surveys. I only spent $300. That's restraint.
Well, you bought the whole game.
I bought the whole game, but still $300.
I don't think I spent that much.
I got. It says almost everything. How does it show?
My pledge. I paid $55.
Okay.
But what did I get for that? Can I see that on Backer Kit? More information.
Pledge levels. I got Axol's Bounty. That's the pledge level I got. What is it? It's
I got the Covenant expansion only.
Okay. So base Return to Dark Tower game, Covenant, Alliance, Dark Hordes.
That's what I got the first time.
Coffers 1 and 2.
I don't think I got. Oh boy, I have other boxes that have stuff in them, but we've never used them. But man, those add-ons, how did I miss that? I would love to have that Neoprene board. Holy shit, I missed that.
Yeah, I didn't get that either. I don't think.
Wow. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Custom card sleeves. I have Coffers 1 and Coffers 2. I have those.
Why didn't I buy the card sleeves?
Why didn't I buy the card sleeves?
I love sleeving cards.
That's really fun. Remember when we did that all day at work? What was it for? It was for something.
Oh.
It was one game. Like you and I literally sat there because our desks were next to each other and we just sleeved cards and no one cared. No one said a thing to us.
What said a thing?
Yeah.
There was I can't remember what it was, but I remember there being a lot of cards.
There was a lot of cards.
And we double sleeved those too, right?
We did.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that for?
I don't know.
It was obviously something important.
Mm-hmm.
Because we double sleeved them. Shit. I don't remember.
Yeah. You know what's better than sleeving a card once? Sleeving a card twice.
Yep. Because you have one card sleeve that goes in one way, and then you put the smaller sleeve into the bigger sleeve. And
then you have to be you have to be careful to get all the air out so it's not puffy. And
yeah. Mm-hmm. They're so rigid. Oh my god, those cards are so rigid. Anyway,
I just sleeved a bunch of cards recently. I haven't played it yet, but I ended up buying Arc Nova.
I don't think I played that.
Yeah, I haven't played it either.
What is it? What is it? I don't even.
It's you make a zoo. You run a zoo. It's a big it's a card game. It's one of those card games like Terraforming Mars where there's like way too many cards and each card is unique.
Ooh, I'm looking at this. Mm-hmm. I love a good tableau.
Yeah. It's got good reviews, and I figure it's a theme that my family would enjoy, so I bought it. And I haven't got it to the table yet, but I did sleeve all the cards.
Do you play games with your kids and your wife?
Every once in a while, yeah.
Yeah, I got Mandy playing a few games. One time, oh my god, did I ever tell you the story about the time we played competitive Pandemic?
No.
Okay. So this was years ago now, but our favorite game store, Beyond the Board, was having a competitive Pandemic tournament.
Okay.
So everybody played the same board and the same cards, and whoever could win the fastest, won. So it was who could solve it in the fewest moves. And Mandy had played Pandemic a few times before that. And if there's one thing you have to understand about my wife is that she's super sweet, she's super nice, but goddamn is she competitive when she wants to be. Okay. And we lost by one move, and she was so pissed. She wanted to win so bad. But yeah, we haven't played. She and I haven't played a board game together in a while. She'll do Ticket to Ride. She'll do that too. I don't know if I could get her to play a game like this though. Your family is more advanced than me, because I'm looking at this and this does not look easy.
Honestly, so having like read the rules and looked at it, it's one of those things where like there's lots of good iconography and descriptions on the board where I think it's actually going to be relatively easy to play.
Okay.
But we'll see. What kind of
I got an 8.5. That's wow.
Mm-hmm.
That is glowing praise. It is the number 4 board game on here.
Yes. Yeah.
After Brass Birmingham. Okay. Pandemic Legacy Season 1 was a trip.
It
was a trip. It was much better than Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Gloomhaven, I could take or leave.
So it's got this very interesting mechanic where like I think there's 5 actions you can do in the game. And you're represented, you have like this little tableau in front of you, and you have 5 cards that represent your actions. And you pick so basically they're like from left to right, but the actions on the right are more powerful than the actions on the left. So like if you do like the 3rd action, you do it, and then it goes in the first in the line and pushes the other 2 up. So they get more powerful. So it's this thing of like, well, I really want to do the highest version of that. So I'm going to, do something else that's non-optimal to get that to go forward. And yeah, I don't know. It looks clever. It looks clever. And plus like every card has a cute little animal on it. And it's just cute. You build, you get animals, you do research projects, I don't know, save the world is what you do.
Wow.
Yeah.
While we're here, I have been desperately trying to find a copy of Heat, Pedal to the Metal.
Yeah.
I just cannot find it anywhere.
Yeah. Someone at work just bought it, but they paid like a lot of money for it.
I mean, there's copies on Amazon going for over $100, where I think like the MSRP of this game is like $50 or $60.
Yeah.
It's a Days of Wonder game. They're usually not super expensive. I don't know. I want it, but I don't think I want it that bad.
They'll do another printing at some point.
I've got an order in with Beyond the Board, but I really want to play that game. I do like a good racing game.
I haven't been to Beyond the Board since Pandemic.
Yeah. I mean, they've actually it's a lot different now. Like they've expanded it a bit, and I mean, it's still a really cool place to hang out.
Good for them. I should check that out again.
You should definitely check that out. I don't know how often you come into the office, but it's like right there. It's like right there for you.
I'm hardly ever up there. Of course, I was literally just up there for like a meal, but I had to get back home for a meeting, so I could have taken that at the office. What I'm saying is I fucked that up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, as long as you understand that.
Yeah, I fucked that up. Mm-hmm.
Anyway. All right. It's getting a little bit late. I think we've exhausted our topics.
We have.
Everybody feels good about ourselves. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for listening, everybody. Go and doingtheirbest.com. There's all kinds of neat stuff. You should just go there.
All right. Stop. Where are we broadcasting our show now? Are we still doing Mastodon? Are we on Blue Sky? Are we on Threads? Where are we?
I need to make a Threads. I think I'm going to go all in on Threads.
You're going to go in on Threads. I'm going back and forth between Threads and Blue Sky. Half my friends are in one, half are on the other.
I got an invite from you or through you, and I opened it up, and I don't know. I don't Blue Sky. Maybe I'll give it more of a chance, but
I'm fine with both of those choices. But I haven't been able to tweet about our show.
Yeah,
because we don't tweet anymore.
Yeah, I kind of just Mastodon. I just kind of lost steam.
Yeah,
but I need to now. The Threads app actually now supports multiple accounts.
Yes.
So I need to make a show account and start posting the shit there.
Got it.
So that's what I'm gonna say. We're gonna be on Threads. We're gonna have a thing on Threads. I'm Paul Baylor at Threads, and you are Drew Fergergergerger.
I really need to do something better about my name. It's the same as my Instagram handle. I didn't have a choice.
Yeah. I will update the website to have links to those at some point. but probably not for Monday. But that's my goal.
Nice.
Yeah. Threads.
That's where you can find us. Threads.
Yeah. Threads. Cool.
Well, bye.